Hey guys, Richard Butler here again. I was just thinking just about a couple of other things that I could actually talk to you about with SEO Dragon. Now, I'm just trying to see here if I can actually share my screen, but I don't think I can actually. So what I was going to do was I was going to share my screen. That's why I'm looking around as I go. Pop-up chat. Let me just try that. Okay, restore chat. Okay, so you're thinking of picking up SEO Dragon and you want to know whether it's worth it. Well, it depends on how you define what is worth it. Because you see, if you're looking for something that is a get rich quick scheme that you're going to make money overnight and promises of Google #1 listings in 5 minutes, well, then no, this is not for you. SEO Dragon is for people who are interested in building an extra level to their business, who are willing to invest some work and who are willing to understand that in order to make money with SEO Dragon, you have to put in the work. Now, SEO Dragon does everything you need it to do in order to supply a number of businesses to local companies. So you start off and you log in and you search for pizzerias in the Bronx. And you can be that specific, and it will list all of the pizzerias that it finds from Google in the Bronx, and then it will rate them based on a number of things. And it's not just performance based, because I've seen other software, I've seen other people produce plugins, etc., that it just helps on the performance end of things. What SEO Dragon is going to help on is performance. It's going to see whether it has video. It's going to tell you about its SEO score. It's going to tell you about its social signals, and it's going to tell you whether Google Places has been taken by this company or not. So there's probably about 4 or 5 different elements that you could focus in on. The first one being performance. Everybody likes a fast loading website. Now, a lot of the times local businesses don't have fast loading websites. Why? Because they just don't know how to optimize graphics, etc. Now, I'm going to show you how to do all of that in the bonus training that I'm going to give if you buy through my link. And the thing is that it's quite simple to actually optimize the websites. But when you have the knowledge and the businesses don't have the knowledge, they're willing to pay you because you could show them how to do it, but they don't want that. Why? Because it takes too much of their time, because they're not graphic designers. They mightn't have video, so you could record a video for them or do an explainer video or do a PowerPoint video. Oop. I'm telling you too many insider secrets, which I'm going to discuss in the training. But you see what I'm talking about, that there's a lot of opportunity there. Now, even if you don't know how to do any of these things, you could maybe get somebody to do it for you or get somebody to help you. But SEO Dragon provides you with the tools that you need to run the report and to lead capture. Now, there's only one thing that I found wasn't working when I actually was using SEO Dragon, but the developers have confirmed to me that it will be working when the product launches later on today. And that was the auto emailing out of reports. So what that was, or what that facility is that you press a button and it will automatically email the report out to the particular business, which is really good. So what happens, whether it's auto-generated or whether you send out an email to the business, they will receive a link which will say, we've run a report for you. Click here to view the report. That gets them interested. They click on the report and immediately it pops up with a little pop-up that says, please enter your email address, your telephone number, and your name. Now, you can decide not to have the email address. You can decide to have the name but you want, as a minimum, you want name and email address. So that gets them into a mood where they're giving trust to you by giving you this information. And then what happens is you're going to go in and you're going to have that information captured within the software, and you'll see when they accessed it and how many times they accessed the report. Now, what I love about the software is, and I say this in my full review, which there's a link to in this, as well as a link to the sales page. But what I say in my full review that I really like is that if a smart Alex says, oh, I'm going to just not give my email address or my name, and I'm going to look at the report, when they scroll down through the report the report is all blurred out. So they can see that there's content there, but they can't see what the content is until they enter in their email address and their name. So that in itself is a really, really handy facility, and it's really, really interesting how the programmers have done that. Overall, I found the software really stable. I found the developers really communicative. I think this one is actually a winner, to be honest. I really like this. But go into this thinking that you need the front end for sure, obviously. I would recommend getting the OTO. So in total, you're paying on launch day $27 for the front end, $37 for the first OTO. That's $64, I think, if my mathematics is correct. So for $64, you are getting a business in a box, but it is something you have to work on. You have to literally log into the software, then you have to run the reports, then you have to email them out, and then you have to deal with the customers. If you're an existing web designer, an existing marketer, I think this is a huge, huge, huge valuable, or very valuable, should I say, tool that you can add to your business for $64. And I think just providing one of the services that I'm going to tell you about in the bonus training, you could easily make that $64 back with $40 profit within a week. Okay, and I mean that. You see a lot of software that's out there. There's a lot of shit that's out there that, pardon my French, that people produce and say it's a business in a box. This one I really do believe in. This one I really do think is a viable business, because SEO is something that everybody needs. And it's not, I'm sorry, improving their website is something that everybody needs. And it's not just improving it on an SEO front or a speed front, it's improving it over the board. So I'd really appreciate if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment if you have any questions. There's a link to my full review, and there's a link to the actual sales page. I'd appreciate if you would click through from there and just let me know. All right, I'll talk to you guys really soon, and thank you for listening. Bye.